So yeah, they make it to the city walls where this, I don't know why, but all this fire just keeps blowing out. This little sewer vent.
Stop people coming in.
Is that what it is?
I think it's for rubbish as well or something. I don't know. I'm guessing.
Every 30 seconds it blows. They have 30 seconds to get through the tunnel. Running through, classic Rob Schneider falls over. But then the fire comes from the opposite direction.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So it comes inwards instead of outwards. And then he shoots the floor, classic, I was going to say Arnie style.
I put convenient grate on the deck.
Convenient grate. Then they fall down, slide down to this tar, however it looks like tar to me.
I think it's, what's it called? Coal, when you burn coal.
Yeah, like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like tar on the roads and stuff. That's what it kind of looks like.
I'm guessing this because I don't know why. Because it seems just like a convenient slide into a soft landing.
Yeah, of course.
To get back into the city.
It'd be more effective if they had something going through him. Like then he has to fight when he's injured. That'd be cooler. But this is Judge Dredd we're talking about here.
Yeah, doesn't do that.
You don't get injured. Film. There's a lot of fight scenes in this movie as well. When everyone gets headbutted, but it's like a quick cut. You never actually see the headbutt.
You don't
like
see
he's
much.
hung up and he goes to headbutt because he goes like that, and then it just cuts to him and he's like hung up and his eyes bleeding.
That's the thing about this film. It's a 15 as well, but 15s nowadays.
That'd be a 12 nowadays.
Yeah, that would be a 12. 15s have got loads of gore in now.
15s are different now.
Yeah, so this is a 19.
But even Aliens should be a 15 now.
Has that got much blood in though?
It's an 18. Oh, Aliens an 18 should be a 15 now. Loads of films should be 15s now.
The only mental scene in Aliens is a different film anyway.
That's another story for another time.
Yeah. Anyway, so they break into. That's what I put. You know when he's bombing all the stuff. How did he get a bomb into the lockers? He blows up Judge PD. He puts a bomb in their locker and blows it up.
I can't remember.
And that's when they unlock the. I can't even remember the name of the program. Janus program. Yeah. I'm glad you watched it.
Next scene, he ends up at that bird's house, the woman's house. She don't know who to trust anymore. She's all battered and bruised.
Yeah, which is mental. Why is their apartment all flipped?
Yeah, I was going to say her apartment's all wrecked.
I don't know why. Is it because all the law people have...
I don't know what's happened.
Anyway.
She basically said she doesn't trust him anymore. She's like, you can trust me. And then she trusts him. Yeah, just like that.
The classic lowered the weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a bit of resistance. He went to lower it. She went back up again and then down again. And then he broke her down. And then they head back to the precinct, whatever you call it.
Hall of Justice.
Beats up a guy that's also got like an eagle on his shoulder.
So he's high ranking.
Yeah, beats him up. Never seen him in the film before. For a guy that's like high ranking, seems to get knocked out pretty easy.
I think his name's Judge Miles or something.
Yeah, he gets knocked out, one punch. Takes all his kit off, wears it, and they're walking down the precinct where he's a wanted man, and Rob Schneider just keeps saying, I'm just going to call him Rob Schneider from now because I know his name. Keeps saying, Dredd, Dredd, Dredd.
Yeah.
Just keeps saying it. Maywood turns around and says, I knew it was you, Dredd.
And he's a known actor. That geezer.
I can't remember what he's been in though. I recognise him.
Which I thought, I said, he takes his helmet off and it pans to him when he's saying his line. He's not even speaking. I don't know if you noticed that bit. But he's got his teeth clenched and it shows him speaking or saying the line, but it's not actually in the film.
So these judges aren't very hard. They always seem to get knocked out pretty easy. Like that guy says, I knew it was you, Dredd. Turns around, one uppercut, just a lefty. And he's on the floor, knocked out. Runs through, finds Rico and that chief German dude.
The Chief Justice.
After he's just killed the main...
all the judges.
All the judges and that.
I'm going to say, surely by that... Oh, no, it was Rico that killed the judges, wasn't it? Yeah, it was, yeah. So I was going to say.
He kills the judges and that. He comes in.
Yeah, so he could get framed for the judges as well then. And then he shoots himself, doesn't he?
But it's Judge Dredd.
But he shoots himself, so surely with the DNA thing, it'll show he shot himself.
Yeah, but he ain't got one of those guns, has he? He had a normal pistol.
A percussion.
He just had a normal pistol. He didn't have no DNA code and gun.
Convenient.
Of course.
It's convenient.
So then they go on the run, and this is when it comes to the famous, it's not even the famous, it's the not so famous, vehicle chase scene.
Well,
I don't even know what it's called.
When they blow out when they try it on and they blow it out, it's funny how they do the trope of blow a hole for the wall, and then it goes down. It turns on just for the impact and creates spark at the bottom.
It's good before that because it's saying warning or whatever, malfunction. Then he punches it, and then it works.
The classic, yeah.
That does work, by the way.
Yeah. What's it called? A kinetic adjustment.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, and he goes through the wall. Oh, that's another bit actually. The beginning scene when he shoots the hole in the floor and he falls through.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Let's see if I can get that clip. Probably won't be able to. But
So they're on the thingy. They're getting chased. The judges are on their arse already, even though they've just happened. They've been like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
In a thing. But the judges are all up their arse already somehow. I don't know how. They're all getting chased up.
Yeah, that scene's not great. CGI obviously not good. I think one of the machines or vehicles crashes into a building, then literally the whole building explodes.
Yeah, but a mega explosion from building made of TNT.
Yeah.
and he's killed all them judges. So he's killed innocent judges.
I don't even know if they're judges though, because they're like guards.
Yeah, they're black guards. But yeah,
I don't know what they are.
They're not even judges because he gets them to kill the innocent people as well. Anyway,
yeah, so I don't know about them. So we skip that. What's next?
Henchmen.
Yeah, henchmen. Yeah.
Then that scene where
they talk about, yeah.
Hershey says, "Oh, you got no emotion." Then Dredd puts on the sad eyes and goes, "It's not bad for a man with no emotion." Something mental like that.
Yeah, stupid.
Then it cuts to Rico in the lab.
He's in the lab,
and he replaces
to be in the fucking
underneath
in the Statue of
Liberty. Yeah.
So I swore again.
Underneath Statue of Liberty.
That's 3 F-bombs now. Let's keep it minimum.
Yeah, a couple more. That's it.
No, because they say, didn't they, something about there was a power surge and they moved it to the Statue of Liberty, or something like that.
And she just so happens to know it was underneath the Statue of Liberty.
But what was that whole picture about the lab and the baby? What was that?
It was meant to be the family, wasn't it?
Yeah, of who?
Dredd.
So what is he? Is he a clone then?
Yeah.
He is a clone?
Yeah, him and Rico. They're both clones.
Oh, I see. Is that in the comics, is it?
I've no idea. I know I think they're both clones of the Chief Justice.
I see.
But he went rogue. Rico did.
Yeah, because he said he didn't really explain it though. It just showed you the picture of him in a lab. And they never, that was it, and he left it there.
Yeah.
They didn't go back into any detail or anything.
I think in the book, in the source material, they do keep all the DNA, and what they say in the films. They do keep all the DNA of the best judges, and I think Judge Dredd is one of them.
Yeah.
In the source material.
That makes sense. That's why it makes sense why he has no emotion then.
Well, he has. He's got sad eyes.
What happens after that? So they go to the Statue of Liberty. Rico basically explains to him.
The chief judge goes in there, doesn't he? He goes, because he gets rid of all the genetic material and places it with Rico, doesn't he? Yeah. With his own. Then Judge goes, that was all the best judges.
You don't know what you're doing. That's what he says.
And they put the bad judge is surprised that the bad man he released is turning on him. Yeah. He's surprised by that for some reason.
Because why did you judge me? Why did you judge me? You killed innocent people.
Well, a bit before that, when they go in there, when the Chinese lady who's Rico's best mate now, apparently.
Asian.
Even though, what did I say?
Chinese.
Oh, we're going generic, are we?
Asian.
Yeah, there you go. She hated him at the beginning, said he was a psycho. Now she's now.
I don't even get that though, because she just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah, I know. Well, they give a bit of backstory. He was the. She convinced the council he was insane to get him put away.
Oh, I see. Yeah, see, I didn't listen to that. And I will not listen to that.
Yeah, now she's his best friend now. And loves him and will keep fighting for him for no apparent reason. I don't know why. I don't get that.
So, like I said, we get to the scene where he says law, whatever he says, isn't it?
Yeah, before that, but just before that, I like the way Judge, he calls him in, doesn't he? The robot's got Hershey,
yeah.
Goes in there, and the Asian lady goes, you look a lot alike. No, they don't.
No, they don't.
Nothing at all alike.
No.
At all.
Maybe the height. Then again, I think Sylvester Stallone's not even that tall, is he?
I think he's the same height as Arnie, and Arnie's 6'4", something like that.
No way.
Arnie is 6'4".
No, he might be 6'4", but Sylvester Stallone, I can't believe he ain't bigger than 6 foot.
Yours film
I
buff,
reckon he's
man.
like
You're supposed to know.
5'9".
Supposed to know.
5'9", 5'10". There's no way he's bigger than 6 foot. I might be wrong, but he looks pretty small. He's like a small, muscly dude. That's what he looks like.
He's not even that muscly in this film.
I mean, he's still pretty muscly.
I am. Anyway, yeah.
So he has out with Rico, asks him why he judges him, because he killed innocent people.
Yeah, and I thought that's a good scene in the lab. And good acting.
Because I should have put you down myself.
Personally. And Dredd always seems to be standing with his chest out. And his legs back, his chest
His
out.
arms are always dangling, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's alright.
Which I thought was pretty funny. Yeah, good scene. That's probably the best film. My favourite.
Best scene in the movie.
Best scene.
But then, yeah, that used to scare me when I was a kid. When they used to look at the clone. I forgot about the clones in this movie.
Yeah.
And then it opens its eyes. There's like a little shock element.
They sort of look like Game of Thrones, don't they? The
White Walkers.
White Walkers.
It's similar.
And something else, but I can't remember what now. But they all come after this, so they might have taken...
And then, like you said, so they have a fight, battling it out. Next thing you know, the lab's exploding for no reason.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Was there a reason? They're all coming out, and then they just start exploding. Maybe because they weren't ready, the system malfunctioned, something like that, I don't know.
Well, Rob Snyder gets shot for this, doesn't he, in the hallway?
He gets shot, but he ain't gonna worry
and,
about
and he gets up on top of the robot when they come in, and it turns into Rock'em Sock'em Robots. But he starts smacking people about.
Yeah, there's one left hook, one right hook.
He knocks the two bad guys out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's an expert now. And I put all
he's a hacker, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a hacker.
But he knows how it works.
Yeah, but this is a physical system, isn't it? Not a digital.
That's true.
But anyway.
That's true.
All weapons have unlimited ammo, apparently.
Of course.
But I'll mention that again at the end.
But they do mention about reloading in the movie, though, because when you reload, it takes the
DNA back out, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. It does make sense.
But yeah, they've got unlimited ammo until later on. I put
until right at the end.
Yeah, right at the end. Comic book sounds when the two ladies are having a fight and Rico and Stallone everything like this, like Batman sound punches, comic book punches.
Possibly.
Which sound naff. I don't know if it was good at the time, but they sounded rubbish.
Yeah.
I suppose, what would it sound like? I don't know what it sounded like.
Well, yeah, I don't know. But the two birds fight, it's not very good.
No, it's not.
Like I said, there's another headbutt in that scene. She goes to headbutt, but then it's like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, it's such a quick cut. It's the quickest cut I've ever seen. She goes to, like, she moves her head like that, goes to headbutt, then it cuts straight back to her, like, moving her head back. It's like, no chance. Then she turns around, does like a back heel, fucking heel kick on this bird's face.
Yeah. Show no kung fu abilities.
No, they were just literally trading punches 1 for 1 at the start, and then she's doing back to spinning back kicks and shit.
Yeah, I don't get that. It's all whilst the lab's exploding or the he's made the zombies alive.
So those two are fighting, and then Dredd and Rico end up on the head of the Statue of Liberty, of course.
And it's got a hole in it for some reason. Yeah. A hole in the secret lab at the top, yeah.
Those two are fighting in that. Judge Dredd falls off the edge. He's hanging on for dear life. Rico goes, I sentence you to death. Or something like that.
Yeah.
To death?
So I'm judging you for basically being a bad brother.
Yeah, something like that.
Some other rubbish.
Goes to shoot him. Gun jams.
No, it doesn't jam. He's out of ammo.
Oh, out of ammo. There you go.
Hence, that's why I said the limited ammo.
That's what I meant, yeah.
Up until that bit.
And then
Judge Dredd changes to flare. And flares the roof.
Yeah.
Yeah,
how does he know the flares in there?
I think I don't know.
We just changed change it again.
Twin shot.
Hot shot.
Yeah. Hot shot, yeah.
And pulls him off the edge. Does he pull him?
Yeah, he does,
he grabs him, pulls him off, he falls. The falling scenes are pretty good in this film, though, for 90s. There's two people that fall, and they both look quite good.
What's the other one?
At the start. It's at the start. Oh, it's at the start somewhere.
Oh, yeah, he chucks him out the window or something.
That looks pretty good. Yeah, it pulls him off the edge, then the Asian bird comes along, got the shotgun in hand.
For no reason.
For no reason. Then she gets shot by Hershey's kiss.
Yeah.
But before that, as I say, every time he gets the shotgun out, it's like rapid fire, isn't it? Like, and he misses like every shot.
Yeah, I know. He's really bad at shooting as well.
It's meant to be like, but then even when he's like doing the training at the beginning of the film with those kids, and he's not missing. Like he's hitting everything. And when it comes to it, he can't handle the pressure.
I think on that falling scene, they should have done the RoboCop full scene, where his arms go extendo in the end of RoboCop.
So that happens. They realise that Dredd wasn't the bad guy after all.
Yeah, that's what I put. It's all wrapped up in a
neat little package.
Convenient newscast as soon as he walks out. When all the cops are there, for no other crime going on in the city.
It's like a parade, kind of.
Yeah, no crime in the city now.
It reminded me of Phantom Menace at the end of Phantom Menace.
The medal
parade thing.
Yeah.
That's what it reminded me of. Anyway, he goes down and says, "Oh, we want you to be the new chief judge." And he goes, "No, I got a lot of work to do.
I'm a street cop.
Yeah, I'm a street
judge."
And then he puts his stuff on, clips it all up, and she kisses him.
I don't understand why either.
And then he just puts his helmet on and he rides off into the sun. So
yeah, into the radioactive sunset. I put that's a mental last 2 minutes. I'd have cut that off. I'd have left the film at the end of the Rico scene. Just I wouldn't have bothered with the rest of it.
And then Rob Schneider with little quips every now and then. Oh, I'm a better kisser than him, and just talking nonsense right now.
I'd have cut that out. I wouldn't have had that.
But overall, like I said, this is it's a bad, good movie. I love it. I do love this film, and I will definitely watch it again. Like I said, the Rico scenes make it for me as well. She's so good.
Music was good as well. It was okay. It wasn't great. It was nowhere near as good as Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat only had 2 songs. This one had a few. I didn't really pay attention to the music in this.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
It's a good film anyway. I recommend it. It's just that's what they say, a guilty pleasure, isn't it? This sort of movie.
I suppose it is, yeah. What vibe were they going for?
Don't worry about the vibe.
Don't worry about the vibe.
Just describe the whole film.
Right, okay.
We've gone through scene by scene of what we thought about this movie.
Right, have you got any facts or trivia about it?
No.
Right, what rating do you think it would be on IMDb?
Oh, on IMDb, it's definitely like a 5.8.
You reckon?
I haven't checked. I personally give this, because I've seen it. Obviously, if I watch it as a new viewer, I'd probably think it's a piece of shit.
Give me your IMDb's 5.8.
Probably going to be 5.8.
Your score, your personal score.
I'll give it a 7, definitely. 7's high as well, by the way. I won't. Things you don't know about me is the fact that I won't usually watch movies unless they're a 7 and above.
Yeah, but you gave Halloween a 7.
7 and above.
I think this is not as good as Halloween. I watched Halloween over the Judge Dredd. Anyway, so
it's different though, isn't it? One's a classic, one's... What would you even call it?
My rating would be...
7.5 I give Judge Dredd. And I'd give Dredd probably an 8.5.
I think I'd give this film a 7, yeah. I think I'd give it a 7.
7 and 7.5.
I'd get Halloween to 7.5.
Yeah, but you can still... You're judging a comedy action to a horror movie, yeah? It's different.
Yeah, but it's still the same scale.
No, it's not the same scale at all.
Yeah, but it's how much I enjoy it. And I didn't enjoy this as much, I'll be honest.
Come on, mate. You're slagging off Halloween straight after.
Halloween's good. It's good, man. Halloween had all the bits in it. Mortal Kombat was better, in my opinion.
Well, than Judge Dredd?
Yeah, definitely.
No
and
chance.
Better than Halloween.
I'd watch Judge Dredd 100 times over than Mortal Kombat.
So the 3 films we've done so far, which one would you watch? So you have these 3 films.
The best movie we've seen under these 3 is Halloween, by a mile. But, like I said, they're completely different movies. So we got a horror.
Yeah, but they're still on the same.
A video game adaptation / comedy, and an action film.
And a comedy. And a comic book
adaptation. Loosely.
Wow, yeah. They just got the same character name.
Sylvester Stallone, though. What does it say on the back here? When there is crime in society, there is no justice. Plato.
Okay.
Usually you see something pretty good on front of the things. Nothing. This is a hard DVD to find, by the way. It's rare finding that DVD. I didn't find it though.
Yeah, anyway, Mortal Kombat I'd watch over this, and Halloween.
Definitely not.
Right.
For Halloween, yeah, but I'm not Mortal Kombat though. We're comparing Mortal Kombat to this now. Halloween's different gravy.
Yeah. This is the way bottom of the pile, Judge Dredd, compared to Mortal Kombat.
You telling me you had more fun watching Mortal Kombat than you did watching Judge Dredd?
Definitely.
No chance.
100%.
No. This is Sylvester Stallone at his best.
No. Definitely
worst movie.
Definitely not.
Have you seen Escape Plan?
No.
That's actually quite good.
Haven't seen Cobra either. I haven't seen most of his films.
I got Cobra on DVD. Stuart loves that, by the way. We'll cut all this out.
No, don't. Cobra. I haven't seen many Stallone films, to be fair.
I've seen the majority of his movies. Tango and Cash, brilliant.
Yeah, and I don't think I've seen it either.
Can't beat old Kurt Russ.
So what film did he... Because he's famous in this as well, as an actor.
Yeah, first film was Rocky.
Rocky, yeah, of course.
He wrote that himself. They offered him a lot of money for the script. He said no. He wants to play the part.
I thought he did sell it. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Wants to play the part, so they give him a reduced fee to play the part. They say, if you can't get it done within 30 days, we're getting someone else in. He done it in 28, I think. Done Rocky in 28, and that was it after that. I don't think Rocky was his first movie, though. That's the first one he wrote. He was in another film.
Well, apparently, the rumour is he was in Italian Stallion, wasn't he? Which is supposed to be a porno. Apparently.
Well, he might have been.
I think that's made up, but...
I don't know. I watched a documentary on him. That's pretty good. On Netflix. Netflix. I don't know if I can say that.
Netflix. Gratnix.
Right, so overall I give it 7.5 just for the enjoyment factor. The entertainment purposes of this movie is... Yeah.
So you did have some trivia then?
About Sylvester Stallone, not about the film, Judge Dredd. I might be wrong.
Probably are.
Like I said, won't Google.
Yeah, the film,
I'll Google after.
The film.
And I'll do a voiceover.
Film buff is wrong about everything. Or we should put up a little highlight to the bottom where you're wrong.
Nah,
yeah, he's wrong about this.
You're wrong all the time.
I'm the B-score.
See, this is the thing that you play it safe. I don't play it safe. There's a difference.
You don't play at all.
I don't play it safe. I'm aggressive in my contribution to the videos.
Did you just understand any word you just said?
You're there like a little puppy.
No, it makes no sense.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't think about what I'm saying. I just say
that's evident.
There you go. Aggressive.
Right. Okay. I say 90s was the decade of these kind of rubbish films, weren't they? Film adaptations.
Yeah.
90s was full of this.
Yeah. Seem to be doing, well, it's a 90s theme at the moment. Mortal Kombat and this. See what else then?
What other films were in the 90s that were like this?
You said you didn't understand what I was saying on that. It's not hard, is it? Like I said, you play it safe. You'll sit there with the notes. I don't.
Whoa. Prior preparation and planning.
Note boy.
Water boy. Anyway.
Babby Boucher.
Right, are we going on to...
Movie trivia.
The movie trivia.
Yeah, but what were you doing this time?
We'll do the same as last time.
Yeah, not horrors though. Just do normal movies. Don't specifically put horrors.
Right, okay.
So what you should do is just do 3 of those.
Right.
And then just do like a random trivia questions. And for any of you that know the answers, because if I'm wrong, he won't say the answer. So you can write down, that's what Rooney told me to say, write down in the Shoddy pit, aka comment section.
Shoddy pit.
That's what Rooney said. Ooh.
Right, okay.
Cringy.
Right.
Right.